Let's get one thing straight. Women aren't as mysterious as they seem. Sure, they're complex. They feel deeply, think in layers, and move through the world with a kind of grace that can be hard to read. But every woman, no matter how strong, calm, or confident she appears, has emotional soft spots, not flaws, not weaknesses, just hidden switches most men never notice. And that's exactly why so many guys feel lost when it comes to women. They try too hard to impress. They say too much. They chase too fast. But the truth is, connection isn't about chasing or charming. It's about understanding. When you know what you're doing, you skip all the confusion and connect with her on a deeper level. With quiet confidence, not loud moves. With presence, not pressure. You stop reacting and start observing. You begin to see the little things she hides behind her smile. You recognize the real reason behind her silence. And suddenly, you're not just another guy trying to win her over. You're the one who sees her, the one who gets it. With precision and intention, you bypass all the noise and speak directly to her core. That's powerful. That's rare. And it's not about manipulation. It's about awareness, stoic awareness. While others scramble to keep up, you stay calm, grounded, unshakable. In this video, we're diving into the 9 emotional soft spots most men miss. But the best men understand. Not to play games, but to stop being played. Some of these will open your eyes. Some will hit close to home. And a few might explain the breakup or silence you still can't explain. So buckle up, because once you understand this, you'll never see women, or yourself, the same way again. This isn't about being the nice guy. It's about becoming the kind of man she remembers, long after you're gone. 1. Validation at the right time. Women may seem confident on the outside, but every woman has moments of doubt, especially about the things that matter most to her, her ambitions, her value, her voice. And in those moments, the right words, calm, honest, and unexpected, can land with the force of 1,000 loud compliments. Tell her she's brave, that you see her trying, even when it's hard. Compliment how her eyes light up when she talks about something she loves. Say you admire her resilience. Be specific. Make it real. It's not about flattery. It's about making her feel truly seen in a way that most people miss. That kind of validation doesn't just boost her confidence, it bonds her to you. When you recognize her effort and mirror her pride back to her, you're not just complimenting. You're reinforcing her value in a way that lingers long after the moment has passed. That kind of emotional resonance makes you unforgettable. 2. Emotional presence. Anyone can sit next to her, but not everyone can be truly present. Emotional presence means putting down your phone. It means not thinking about what you'll say next. It means being there, fully. She can feel it when you're only half listening. But when you lean in, lock eyes, and really hear her, even in the little things, she softens. She feels safe. And safety, for a woman, is the gateway to intimacy. You become someone she doesn't have to perform for, someone she can exhale around. That emotional presence is rare and unforgettable. It's in the way you pause when she speaks, the way you nod slowly, absorbing not just her words but her emotion. She'll test your presence, often without realizing it. She'll mention something small and see if you catch it. The man who does, he becomes the one she opens up to. 3. Subtle leadership. This isn't about control. It's about being able to take the lead when it matters. Women are strong. They don't need saving, but they crave the security of knowing you can handle things. Whether it's planning a date, solving a problem, or staying calm in chaos, Subtle leadership says, "You're safe with me." It's not loud or arrogant. It's steady, confident, decisive. And when you lead with care, not ego, it makes her feel like she's finally with someone she can trust. Not because she has to, but because she wants to. Subtle leadership means being the one who initiates without domination, who guides without taking away her freedom. She wants to know that if the world goes sideways, you won't. That kind of trust creates lasting attraction. 4. Authentic vulnerability. A lot of guys think being vulnerable is weak, but real vulnerability is strength. It's showing up without the mask. It's saying, "This is who I am," without apology. Maybe you talk about something you struggled with. Maybe you share a fear or a dream you've kept quiet. You don't have to spill your soul. You just have to be real. And when you are, it invites her to do the same. It builds a bridge between you. And that kind of honesty, that's magnetic. Vulnerability doesn't mean being overly emotional. It means being transparent, being sincere, and having the courage to let her see the man behind the armor. It's in those moments that emotional intimacy begins. 5. Consistency over intensity. Anyone can be amazing for a day. What matters is who you are every day. Women remember the little things. When you follow through, when your energy is steady, when you don't disappear the moment it gets tough. Intensity is fireworks. Consistency is warmth. And in the long run, warmth wins. Be the guy who shows up, even when it's inconvenient, who keeps his word, who stays solid. That consistency builds trust, and trust builds connection. It's the text when you said you would. It's keeping the plan you made a week ago. It's emotional reliability. That's what makes a woman feel secure. And security, not intensity, is what builds lasting desire. 6. Eye contact. That lingers. It's not about staring. It's about being grounded. When you look at her and hold that gaze, not with need, but with calm, you create a space where words aren't needed. She feels you seeing her, not just looking at her. And in that quiet gaze, she finds something rare: presence, attention, respect. You're not trying to win her. You're simply being with her. And that's unforgettable. Lingering eye contact speaks volumes. It says, "I'm here with you, right now." It's the kind of moment that creates electricity without a single word, and she remembers it, long after the conversation ends. 7. The way you handle her silence. When a woman goes quiet, most guys panic. They try to fill the space with jokes, solutions, or worse, distance. But silence isn't the enemy. Sometimes, silence is where the truth lives. Maybe she's sorting her feelings. Maybe she's testing your patience. Maybe she's unsure how safe it is to speak. If you can sit in that silence, without pressure, without needing to fix it, she'll feel it. Your calmness, your respect, your strength. And when she does decide to speak, she'll remember that you didn't rush her, that you gave her space to breathe. Silence handled with presence becomes a sanctuary. When you honor her quiet, you give her room to be real. And in that space, trust deepens. 8. Calm in her storm. Women feel deeply. Their emotions are like tides, sometimes calm, sometimes crashing. Most men either retreat or react. But the man who stays grounded, who doesn't flinch when she's upset, who listens without judgment, and stands firm without trying to control her, that man becomes her anchor. You don't need to fix her storm, just don't add to it. Be the safe place she returns to, again and again. Emotional steadiness in her chaos is one of the most attractive traits a man can have. It tells her, "You don't have to hold it all together. I've got you." That's when walls start to come down. 9. Deep. Listening. Listening is more than hearing words. It's catching what's beneath them, her tone, her energy, the pauses, what she says, and what she avoids. Deep listening is rare because it requires effort, focus, curiosity. But when you do it, she feels understood, and being understood, truly, is one of the most powerful emotional connections you can create. Ask thoughtful questions. Repeat what she says in your own words. Let her know you're with her. That level of attention makes her feel valued. And that's the kind of connection that lasts. Deep listening is how you catch the stories she's not ready to tell out loud yet. It's how you show her she matters. Not just her words, but her world. This isn't about control. It's about clarity. When you learn to read what's really going on beneath the surface, you stop being just another guy in the crowd. You become the one who gets it. And in a world full of noise, that's unforgettable.